शेड्यूल एफए और फॉरेन एसेट्स को क्रिएट करने में अभी भी डिफिकल्टी फेस कर रही हो फॉर द शेयर्स दैट यू हैव रिसीव्ड फ्रॉम योर कंपनी एज द सैलरी इन द फॉर्म ऑफ आरएसयू और ईएसपीपी, तो देन दिस वीडियो इज फॉर यू, बिकॉज इस वीडियो में हम आपको वन क्लिक सोल्यूशन प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं जिसमें कि आप शेड्यूल एफए जस्ट विद इन वन क्लिक बना लोगे. लेट्स सी द डेमो फर्स्ट. लेट्स गो टू शेड्यूल एफए and here we will go to A3, click on upload CSV. So you see my CSV is ready. My all the entries for the 19 different stocks purchased during different time periods वो सब यहाँ पे आ गए हैं. So इस वीडियो को अपने दोस्तों के साथ शेयर कर दीजिए जो कि डिफिकल्टी फेस कर रहे हैं टू क्रिएट द शेड्यूल एफए. और शेड्यूल एफए इज मैंडेटरी टू फिल इवन इफ यू हैव सोल्ड सम शेयर्स और आपने कोई भी सेल ऑपरेशन नहीं करा है. So let's do the deep dive analysis. So hi, my name is Aman Singh Raghuvanshi and welcome to my channel Investor Orbit. तो इस वीडियो में मेजरली हम तीन चीज़ों को कवर कर रहे हैं. सो द फर्स्ट थिंग इज कि हम डिटेल्ड स्टेप बाय स्टेप गाइड आपको बताएंगे कि हाउ द थिंग्स कैन बी डन. आप शेड्यूल एफए को कैसे फिल कर सकते हो स्टार्टिंग विद द स्टेप 0 इन फॉर्म ऑफ द डाउनलोडिंग द स्टेटमेंट फ्रॉम योर ब्रोकर. देन द ऑफरिंग 2 इज कि आप वन क्लिक सोल्यूशन चाहते हो और आपने सेल ऑपरेशन कर रखा है. यू कैन गेट इट फॉर 1499. एंड देन द थर्ड ऑफरिंग इज कि आप वन क्लिक सोल्यूशन चाहते हो बट आपने कुछ भी सेल नहीं करा है, देन यू कैन गेट इट फॉर 999. तो आप स्क्रीन पे दिए गए जो मेरी इंस्टाग्राम की प्रोफाइल है वहां पे जाके आप डीएम कर सकते हो एंड देन माय टीम विल रिस्पॉन्ड बैक टू यू. सो नाउ लेट्स ट्राई टू सी हाउ यू कैन क्रिएट इट. सम ब्रोकर स्टेटमेंट जो आपने अपने ब्रोकर से डाउनलोड करी होगी. सो दिस इज फ्रॉम द ई ट्रेड. सो इसमें इफ यू विल सी कि परचेज है, ग्रांट है एंड देन सर्टन थिंग्स. तो इसमें लेट्स से कि जो आपका जो स्टॉक है वो 2022 में आपको मिला था एंड देन यू रिसीव्ड समथिंग इन 23, 24 एंड 25. सो बेसिकली जो इस साल आप ITR भर रहे हो FY 25-26, तो उसमें अंटिल 31 दिसंबर 2025 आपकी जो भी एंट्रीज हैं वो आपको सारी डालनी होगी शेड्यूल एफए में. अब उसको क्रिएट कैसे करते हैं, लेट्स गो थ्रू. तो इसमें सिंबल का नेम है NTNX. तो व्हाट वी विल डू इज NTNX. तो यहाँ पे NTNX का ये सिंबल है and we will say कि we will try to create a one entry. कि आपको RSU मिला है, you received it in 15th March. So आप जो भी डेट है आप उसको सेलेक्ट कर लीजिए. Let's say we need to select the proper date which is like 15th March 2022. 15th March 2022. Then it is asking for quantity. So the quantity is 58. We will try first this one row and then we will also tell you for ESPP. So 156 is the sellable quantity. So it means the quantity here is 156. Then what we need to do is we need to see what was the FMV, the purchase date FMV. So that is 22.79. So purchase date FMB is 22.79. So right now everything we are doing in dollar, but in ITR portal you need to fill it into INR. And then this allocated share price post discount, this will come only in the picture of ESPP. We will make that entry soon. Okay, we will leave these three. We will fill these three columns right away. Let's go for ESPP entry. So that ESPP is 20 March 2022. So 20 March 2022 and then the quantity is 58. Then purchase date FMV. Purchase date FMV is 26.25. So here generally the ESPP gets at you at a discounted price. So this is discounted price is required आपको कैपिटल गेन्स को कैलकुलेट करने के लिए. ओके, तो वी विल सी सम डिस्काउंट प्राइस ओवर हियर इज. सो बेसिकली 15% ऑफ डिस्काउंट प्राइस ऑन परचेज डेट FMB. सो बेसिकली वी विल से कि into 0.85. So 22.31 would be this one. Okay, now we have entered these entries from the place. So let's go further. So let's say कि आपने अगर RSU जो है आपको इनकम टैक्स के पोर्टल पे क्या वैल्यूज पे भरनी है, वी विल क्रिएट दैट फर्स्ट. सो हियर यू सी वी नीड टू हैव द पीक वैल्यू एंड क्लोजिंग वैल्यू एंड देन द एक्सचेंज रेट. फॉर एक्सचेंज रेट यू नीड टू गो टू SBI TT, टेलीग्राफिक ट्रांसफर रेट, तो उसमें लेट से जो हमारा जो उस टाइम पे 15 मार्च 2022 को जो रेट था वो कितना था, लेट से फॉर एग्जांपल $75, you need to put the actual price, and on 20th March let's say 76. तो now the peak value we need to fill it for calendar year 2025. so इसमें अगर अपन देखेंगे तो इसमें हम 1 ईयर का ग्राफ ले लेते हैं, तो इसमें so peak price seems like somewhere here on 12th September, which is around 79 approximately. Okay, I think 82 is the one. You need to calculate, you can go to the Yahoo site and get it, but approximately I'll say the peak price is 82.77. so we will write here peak value is 82.77. so you need to know, so this peak value and closing value is for calendar year 2025. ओके, सो अभी क्लोजिंग वैल्यू देखते हैं हम कितनी थी. बेसिकली क्लोजिंग वैल्यू मीन टू से कि जो आपका 31 दिसंबर ईयर एंड क्लोज पे क्या वैल्यू थी. सो द ईयर एंड वैल्यू एंड पे 51.69. तो ये चीज हो गई. ओके, तो वी हैव दिस एंट्रीज नाउ. So you see these values you need to fill out. So the buy total is the quantity 156 multiplied by purchase date FMV multiplied by exchange rate. That's what you need to pull it into the buy. And then the peak value we received it, and then the closing value we have also received it. Now let's say you have sold some shares out of this. How to create that? So this is all the manual process that we are teaching you, right? So let's say out of this 156 share, I have sold 100 shares. Okay, so if you see, this is just a easy way to do it. So I'll change this quantity back to 56. The total is 156 only. The sale price, let's say we sell it off at 53. I'm just assuming the sell quantity is 100, and then here you see the prices get automatically for 56 quantity. You can see all the values. And one more thing, the closing value in the case of the shares that you have sold is 0. And here you can see the gross proceeds. So now we have the data ready, right? And we will fill this up. So now let's go to the ITR portal. So here we will say, okay, let me do the login. Wanted to file the ITR for current year, we will say resume. And here in the income, you need to select the schedule capital gains, schedule 112A, which is for the long term. And then you need to select schedule FSI and TR if you wanted to claim certain things for the capital gains and the tax you wanted to get back. And then you need to select the schedule FA. So let's click on continue, skip questions for now. So we will go to schedule FA. Okay, so we will open this. Okay, so now we need to make the entry. So we will say, so these shares are from United States of America. Name of company is, let's say, ABC for example. Address of the entity, you can put some sample address, whatever it is, exact address. Let's say it's for Amazon, you can do that. And then the zip code. The nature of entities, you will say company listed on exchange. Date of acquiring the assets. Okay, I think we did it for Nutanix. We should say Nutanix. Okay, and then company listed on exchange. And then you see here we need to write that these were the rows that we have just created. So here we need to see 15 March 2022. So we will say 15 March 2022. Then the initial value it is asking, that is my buy value, 170925. 170925. The peak value of investment. Peak value is 620775. Okay. Closing balance is 0 because closing balance in this particular case is 0 because we have sold this much of quantity, and then this is what we have received. Okay, so now this is the one entry that we have made. So let's say if we have not sold that quantity, so for example this row number 2, so in that case the only difference is closing value would be there, but the gross proceeds should be 0. Okay, and similarly if you have received certain dividends, that you can mention. So we will say click on save, and then you can do all the entries like this. Or the one click solution that we have told into this video, where we just need to have the two things. The one is your holding statements, that what are the shares that you hold, RSUs or ESPP, and then the second thing is your capital gains statement from your broker. And with the help of that, we will create the CSV, and then if you will click on the CSV, you see all the details are being entered just within a click. It takes hardly 10 seconds. But yes, both of these are the one click solutions are the paid services. If you have sold something, then 1499, and if you haven't sold something, then 999. Okay, so now you can do this. Then you can also add the details of your E-Trade broker account into this A2 section, and then you can click on confirm. Now this is the part 1. Now you also have the capital gains. So where you need to fill it, let me tell you. So for the short term capital gains that you have seen, so this is for in which STT is paid. A2, it is for the Indian stocks or mutual funds, and here A5 you need to fill. You will just click on edit, and there you will see full value of consideration in respect of assets other than unquoted share. Here you can mention whatever is your cost, and then you have these brokerage charges and all, so you can mention it into the expenditure and it will give you the stuff. And similarly in the long term gains, you can see this STT is for the Indians one, and then from sale of assets where B1 to B7 are not applicable, so here you need to click. So similar way, we have filled it for the short term, so you can fill it for the long term as well. And then you just need to submit it. You need to share the details about that, okay, on which quarter you have received them, and you can click on confirm. And then the next important thing is Schedule FSI. So Schedule CG tells you are telling to the government that, okay, this is the short term capital gain, this is the long term capital gain, all of those things. So here in Schedule FSI, we need to fill is only from the US or international equity. So here you will say country code, whatever is your, mostly it is United States. Here tax identification number would be your PAN number, passport number. And then in the head of the income, you will go to the capital gains income, and here you will see this part you need to mention both short term plus long term capital gains. Okay, and whatever is the tax paid outside of India, generally it is 0 in the case of the capital gains, and whatever you tax in the India that you will pay on such income, you can mention this. And then for the relevant article for DTAA, so that will be 13 in the case of the capital gains. And then you also receive the dividends. So here you need to mention the other sources, whatever is the dividend amount. So generally in the dividends, the US tax you at the 25%. So you will be able to find this detail into your broker statement, into your IND money, into your vested or whichever platform that you are using, right? And then the tax payable on Indians cases, and the article number in the case of the dividend income is different. It will be article number 10. Okay, and you will just click on save. You have paid some dividend into the US stocks, and then into the Indian stocks there is a certain calculation. If you feel the tax is more, that it has been deducted from your account, in that case you need to fill the Schedule TR. But to complete the Schedule TR, you need to fill the Form 67. So otherwise your claim would be rejected. So you need to fill the Schedule TR to get all these details. अगर ये वीडियो आपको पसंद आया है तो लाइक बटन को प्रेस कर दीजिए, एंड अपने दोस्तों के साथ वीडियो शेयर कर दीजिए जो कि डिटेल्ड एनालिसिस चाहते हैं ऑन हाउ टू क्रिएट द शेड्यूल FA एंड अदर शेड्यूल्स. एंड इफ दे आर लुकिंग फॉर द वन क्लिक सोल्यूशन, यू हैव द पेड सर्विसेज. आप हमें इंस्टाग्राम पे DM कर सकते हो, एंड माई टीम विल रिस्पॉन्ड बैक टू यू. So subscribe me so that you can get the timely update onto the multiple items that we create on the investments related to the mutual funds, to the stocks, through the crypto, as well as onto the taxation. So see you into the next video. Thank you.